today we're going to be talking about 10, yes, 10 morning routines that highly successful people have incorporated into their morning routine, and we're going to hop into it right now. Hi there, Mariah K here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your very first time here. I help real estate agents scale their businesses the modern way by leveraging the power of social media. Hey there, so let's talk about 10 things, yes, 10 things that highly successful people do and start in their morning routine. Number one is commit to a routine. Yes, commit to a routine. Have a ritual that you do every single day. Now, I know some people are like, Mariah, that's so boring and I want to be spontaneous and I'm just not like that, right? Well, let me tell you that if you commit to a routine, if you do something day in and day out, it will become second habit. It will become a routine. It will become the ritual, and you will actually start to crave having that routine and that ritual throughout your day. So if you wake up, so for me, for example, the night before is actually a big part of my routine, because the night before I go to sleep, I do a lot of different things that kind of help that morning get started. So for me, I lay out my exercise clothes the night before. So when I wake up in the morning, I'm able to stretch. I'm able to just take some breaths and visualize my day, give thanks, give a prayer. Like, I do those different things. But then when I go to get my exercise clothes on, I don't have to be looking for them. They are already set. They're already lined out. Same thing. I have my clothes picked out for the day, and I do that the night before too. So not only my exercise clothes, but also my clothes for the day are hung and ready to go. So after I'm done exercising, I shower and I change and I get ready for the day. I'm not having to look through everything and going, oh, what should I wear today, or this and that. I already know this is what's happening. So commit to that routine and execute it. Go ahead and continue, commit to it and move forward with it. That's number one. Number two, and this kind of goes along with if you have ever read The Miracle Morning for Real Estate Agents or The Miracle Morning, they talk a lot about, they have what's called an acronym of S.A.V.E.R.S, S-A-V-E-R-S. And in there, they talk about having time for silence. So number two is clearing your head. Whatever that silence looks like for you, if it is meditation, if it is prayer, if it is, whatever it is, just that quiet time to clear your head, give yourself some time to breathe and to visualize what you are hoping for in the day, and just really take a moment to breathe and clear that head. Number three in this 10 things that you should incorporate into your morning routine is to sweat. Yes, it is to exercise. Get your body going, get your body moving. That might look different for everybody. Some people it's going for a walk. Some people it's going for a run. Some people it's starting with a swim. Maybe it's starting with some jumping jacks. Maybe it's starting with some sit-ups or some push-ups. Whatever that is for you, get your endorphins going, get your body moving. When you get your body moving, your mind follows suit. A lot of times, sometimes when I wake up, I'm like, oh, I'm not ready. Like I just need a few more minutes of sleep. But I know if I start running on that treadmill, or I go for a run around my neighborhood, or I hop on my Peloton, it gets my endorphins going and my head is cleared so much easier. The stress that maybe I have felt from different things is alleviated because of that exercise. So number three is exercise, and give your body enough time to do it so you are not feeling rushed like, oh, I have to get through this. So exercise. Number four is the practice of gratitude. Now, I know this might sound simple, but taking a moment to count your blessings, taking a moment to give appreciation. Now, I know this is part of Oprah Winfrey's morning routine. After she walks her dogs and does all that, she gives herself a moment to feel that appreciation, feel that gratitude, feel the, just thanks for the life that we have been given. And oftentimes when we take that moment to appreciate what we have been given, we will feel more love, we will feel more gratitude, we will feel more appreciation, we will feel more pleasure and happiness in our lives. And isn't that what we all want? We want to feel, at least for me, I want to feel happy, I want to feel joyful, I want to feel loving, I want to feel all these different things. And when we take a moment for ourselves to feel those things, we are able to give those things so much easier to the people that we love around us, to the clients that we serve, because if we are feeling that, we are going to be projecting that. So if you take a moment to appreciate and to give thanks and gratitude, you will be able to give that much more easily yourself. Number 5, rise with the sun. So I used to think my parents were bananas. I know that they are not anymore. They have been waking up probably at 4:30 in the morning their entire lives, or at least my entire life that I was a kid. And I remember hearing footsteps around upstairs, and my mom's making lunches, and she was doing her exercises, and she's reading, and she's doing all these different things. I never understood it, and I never really appreciated it until I got older. But rising with the sun, and what I mean and that is get your morning started early. Get your morning started earlier. You don't have to be in the 4:30 club. Maybe you're in the 5:30 or the 6 o'clock club. But what I'm saying is, if you are able to get your day started earlier, before the rest of your household wakes up, or before you're going to get a jump start on the day. And because of that, oftentimes you are going to be able to be a lot more productive. You are going to be able to get things done before all the emails start flooding in, before all the phone calls, before you're showing homes, you're answering talking to clients, you're doing all the things that you're doing during the day. If you are able to rise with the sun, get an earlier start on the day, then once the day actually technically work hours start, you're going to be so far ahead because you've already taken all this time for yourself. And for some people, they're like, Mariah, there's no way I can wake up at 5:30 in the morning. And it's like, well, what time do you go to sleep at night? It's like, oh, well, I'm a night owl. I go to bed at 11 or I go to bed at 12. It's like, what if you were to go to sleep an hour earlier than you are? So if you're going to bed at 11, what if you go to bed at 10, and say you're waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning, maybe you're waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning now. So what if you were to just take it back? And for some people just starting out, they might need to start, in 15-minute increments. I remember when my kids were small and the whole daylight savings and changing them back. Sometimes I would just do 15-minute increments just to kind of get them, and it took a couple of days, but then we were back on schedule, no problem. And maybe the same goes for you too, where you're like, okay, instead of going to bed at 11 o'clock, I'm going to go to bed at 10:15. And maybe instead of waking up at 7 o'clock, I'm waking up at 6:45. And then just kind of reverse engineer that so that you can get an earlier start to your day. Number 6 and 7, this is also talked about in the Miracle Morning for real estate agents. This one is reading and journaling. So number 6, reading, and number 7, journaling. I feel like these go so well hand in hand. When you take time to read good books, to put good information into your brain, when you are reading uplifting, motivating, things like that, it is going to want to, your brain, your body is going to want to be more successful. You're going to want to show up as that person because you are motivated, because you are inspired. And by reading those things that are uplifting, maybe you're going to take a new challenge, or maybe you're going to try something new in your business because you felt motivated, because you felt inspired. So reading good books is something I cannot stress enough of. And then journaling, writing down your thoughts, writing down your feelings, writing down your questions, writing down the things that you're grateful for. I don't know about you, but for me, a lot of times I get intimidated by the writing part. And so what I have done over the years is I just do a talk to text. If I'm on my phone in the morning, and let's just say I'm riding on my Peloton and I'm doing, a pretty light workout that day, for 1 or 2 minutes, I can just, on my Google Docs, I can open up a Google Docs, I can do a talk to text, and I can just start journaling, but I'm doing a talk to text right there, saying what I'm appreciative for, saying what I'm grateful for, saying what's happening in my life right now, challenges that I'm experiencing, things that, big wins that I've had. I can get all of that down on paper, and by getting that down on paper, it can help to clear your mind. And number 8 and 9, I feel like go so well together too. Number 8 is drink water, and number 9 is eat a real breakfast. We'll talk about those. Number 8, if you are able to drink water and stay hydrated, I know we hear about this, but sometimes we just get so busy in the day that we forget to drink that glass of water or multiple glasses of water. If you start out your morning and you are staying hydrated after your workout, during your workout, right, before, if you are able to have that, hydration in your body, your brain's gonna function better, your body's gonna function better. And then same thing with number 9, if you are eating a real breakfast, and I'm not saying you need to make any kind of crazy, spectacular, whatever, but if you are making, maybe you have a green smoothie, maybe you have a whatever it is, but if you're putting good food, healthy food into your body, then your body is going to perform better. Your body is going to have more energy, more fuel, because you have fueled your body the right way instead of just, okay, I'm just gonna grab this candy bar, I'm gonna grab whatever, some junk. But if you're actually putting real food in your body, then your body will show up for you the way you have fed it. And last but not least, number 10 of this morning routine is simply planning out the day. And a lot of times I do a lot of that the night before too, of what are your intentions for the day? How do you want to show up for the day? And what do you want to do during that day? What's the one big thing that you're like, okay, if I do this one thing today, the day is a win, right? If I get this, this, and this done, that's a huge win. So put those things in your day, give yourself the game plan, the lesson plan of what you want to accomplish. And once you have what you want to accomplish in your day, it's going to be a lot easier to just check those things off. And I know some people say, oh, Mariah, I'm not a planner, or I don't like checklists. That's okay. But if you have a game plan, if you know what you want to accomplish in that day, you are going to be so much more productive. You are going to be so much more successful because you have the plan in place. I know Michelle Obama, swears by having a checklist and having those things planned out, because you will be able to get so much more done in your day. You will be able to have a more productive day, get a lot more done because you've got the game plan. So hopefully you have found these 10 tips for, making your morning routine more successful. And ultimately, if you have a more successful morning routine, it will transfer over into your business. It will transfer over into your life. And I don't know about you, but I definitely want to continue to leverage and scale my business. I think some of these things might be a good fit for you. Feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, and I would love to connect with you. Take care and have a great one. Bye.